What I like the most about riding is probably jumping, because you just feel like you're flying through the air. When you train a horse to jump, it takes, first of all, a lot of time and patience. You obviously have to start little when you're first jumping, because, you know, if you're a track runner training to jump hurdles, you can't just go out and jump huge hurdles. You have to start out little and work your way up.
Training horses is a lot like training children. If you come in a bad mood, you know, to ask that horse to do something, he's not gonna respond in a way. They can feel and sense your moods and things like that.
What it takes to form a bond with a horse, you have to spend a lot of time with them, and you have to really learn their personality. Some are really like ditzy, others are really smart, others are really crazy, and others are really just calm. Horses are like people in so many ways with their personalities, and some people like have trust issues, and other horses, if they were formerly abused or something, they'll also have trust issues.
It's all about trust, you know. When you're bringing a horse along, if you do too many stupid things with him, he won't be there for you.
They're all different, they all act different, and the more time you spend with the horse, the more they'll get to know you too. They can be scared, and they can even be upset with you if you do something that they don't like, but they pretty much just forget about it in a matter of minutes. Their ears, like if they're pointed forward, then they're usually like looking at something, they're very attentive. If they're pinned against the back of their head, then they're mad. That means they're mad. It's like when dogs wag their tail when they're happy or tuck it when they're scared. That's basically how horses are, just with their ears. Moods may differ like with age and gender, because once they get older, they get grumpier. They're like people, especially mares, which are the girl horses. They're very temperamental and very mean.
If a child has a poor home life or problems, the relationship with a horse can save them from getting into bad behavior. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen it save kids as far as getting through their childhood.
I like shooting better because you can just shoot whatever you want and you don't know what you need, and you can just get different angles and tight shots and wide shots.
Filming for me is, I hate it, honestly. It's really weird because I'm really big into photography, so I'm used to having like a camera in people's face, but when I'm actually talking to them, it makes people really nervous, and so it makes me feel nervous. But editing is just kind of natural for me. I'm pretty good with computers, so I really like to edit things. I'm pretty good at, I think, at piecing things together and making the story work. I'll listen to every one of the interviews that I got, because I usually get a couple, and I'll just start writing down points that they make that I think sound really good. And I'm like, oh, that sounds really interesting, and I'll write it down, and I'll write like some stuff down, and then I'll go to a different interview, and if they say something that's kind of similar to each other, I'll write that one down right next to it and like time code, so that I can go back and like put those together, so it makes it kind of like streamlined, I guess.